Not a week goes by where somebody doesn't pop their head in my office and say, you know, your grandfather sold me my first guitar over on East State Street. I was always kind of around the store at different times growing up. Probably more so when I was in high school and needed gas money and that kind of thing. I'd work for a few hours in the afternoon. So yeah, starting then, I kind of, started to take notice of the business happenings that went on, and not just, the guitars that were hanging on the wall. Yeah. I'm not proficient in any instrument. I was much more interested in being on the ball field when I was growing up than learning an instrument. But I was always kind of around the store, and always appreciated the instruments and people who could play them well. So yeah, I've got a great appreciation for that. So my granddad started the business in 1960. And I'm told that he had a little shop over on East State Street, and he was the music player. He was very interested in music. He played several different instruments, and always interested in that kind of thing. So he decided to see if he could make a little business out of it. His name was Joe Morrell. He grew up here in Bristol, and yeah, I'm not sure if another family member played music or what the case was there, but he fell in love with it. But he was a big country and a little bit of bluegrass player. He played a dobro guitar mostly. He played a lap steel guitar, which we manufacture our Morrell lap steel guitars still. And those were his predominant instruments. I think it started out, he had a collection or an inventory of instruments, and I'm sure it started out him and his friends and acquaintances would probably buy and sell and trade around, and he realized a need for, people needed strings and accessories and things like that maybe weren't readily available around here. So yeah, I think that's kind of how it all got started. He had that little shop on East State Street, which was way before my time. I don't know much about what that little shop looked like. But then they moved to our store down here at the road on West State Street. And they were there for a long time until we moved into this building, I think in 2007, 2008, something like that. We needed more room. My dad was kind of in the construction and developing business for a little while. That was kind of a hobby that he had. So it was kind of a natural fit that he would want to build something new that was a little bit bigger, that fit our needs a little bit better. My dad was always business minded. So he, after he graduated high school and was ready to start working, he started working with my grandfather in the store and started getting more experience and making more decisions. And eventually my grandfather decided he was tired of coming in every day, so they struck up a deal for my dad to buy it from him. He was a lot like me. He was more interested in being on the ball fields when he was young, rather than playing music. but he grew up in my grandfather's store and was always around the business, so he knew the people, he knew the business, and he was very knowledgeable about everything going on in the business. My father passed away pretty unexpectedly in 2015, and thankfully I had been here working full time for several years, and my sister was finishing up college. So yeah, when that happened, we kind of, we were the next people up, so to speak. So we knew we had a responsibility to keep it going and keep the business headed in the right direction. So that's what we've been trying to do since then. And yeah, she's probably the hardest working person in the building. She handles a lot of the shipping and logistical side of things on that part of the business, and that's a rapidly growing part of our business. So her plate keeps getting fuller and fuller. It's really changed a lot, and it's changed quickly. We've been focusing on kind of our online footprint and our online sales and that type of thing for a long time, but really in the last 3 or 4 years, we've started to see some really good growth with that online effort. So a lot of people are more comfortable buying instruments online now than maybe they were 10 years ago. So starting back in probably the spring of 2020, when kind of the coronavirus was really starting to take hold, it was kind of an ever-changing landscape there for a little while. So, our showroom was even closed for I think it was about 8 weeks. But we were able to keep going, selling instruments online, selling accessories online, that sort of thing. We were pretty quick to start the curbside service and things like that while the showroom was closed down. But then after we were able to open back up, we saw pretty normal foot traffic here in the retail store pretty quickly. And of course we were watching the capacity, and everybody's wearing masks and things like that. But it was kind of pretty quick to go back to more normal for us here than maybe some other businesses have seen. So as far as what a normal day might look like, we sell a good amount of instruments and accessories and strings and stuff like that online. So as far as what we do coming in first thing in the morning, we kind of gather up anything we've sold overnight. Allison, my sister's in charge of a lot of the shipping and customer service on that end of things, and making sure the packages get where they need to go. So the guys up front help her gather those things, and that gets her started for the day. And then yeah, we just kind of straighten up and be ready when the customers come in. As far as what the customers might be looking for, they could need a pack of strings. They could, be looking for a new guitar. So our goal is to kind of, give them a custom experience based on what they need when they come in, to kind of direct them where they need to go. A lot of it is listening to our customers. In order to carry the things our customers want, we've got to listen to what their needs are, and the music instrument business, that's an ever-evolving thing. So yeah, we're always on the lookout for what that new item is, whether it's a new instrument or a new accessory of some sort. So yeah, we've got to just keep our ear to the ground and see what people are wanting. We offer a bunch of instruments for professional players, proficient players. We offer a really good selection of Martin guitars. Those can range in price from $2,000 to however much you'd like to spend. So yeah, if you're looking for the best guitar, or that family heirloom guitar that you're going to pass down, we offer that as well. And just like the beginning instruments, we let you get them down, we let you play them, we let you feel them and hear them and be comfortable with your purchase in the end. You know, one of our big brands I mentioned is Martin Guitars. They're a well-known guitar maker, and especially for country and bluegrass music, that goal is always to own a Martin guitar. So we're proud to offer those for people who are maybe just getting into it, wanting something affordable to get started on. We sell a lot of Yamaha guitars. Those offer really good value for money. They're going to be easy to play. They sound good, and they'll keep you coming back to learn more. Don't handle much in the way of band and orchestra instruments. Our main focus is acoustic guitars, electric guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, violins, some drums and hand drums and things like that. So we manufacture lap steel guitars, and that's a kind of a relatively small part of our business at this point, but it's a fun part of our business. Like I mentioned, my granddad, he was a big lap steel guitar player. That's what he played. So he realized that need out there. People wanted to learn how to play a lap steel guitar, but maybe they couldn't find one. Mainly in country music, but recently they're starting to be used in all types of music. You'll see them in some rock and some blues and things like that as well. So there's lots of different uses for them. So yeah, he being the entrepreneur he was, decided he would make one and started selling them. So we make them here in the U.S. They're all made here in East Tennessee. We get the bodies from a wood shop in Elizabethton, and we actually assemble them and finish them upstairs here in the building. When we sell the lap steel guitars, we sell a few here in the store, but probably 95% of them we mail out to customers all over the U.S. So yeah, we've been making them since the early '80s, and yeah, we've got a pretty good name in the lap steel world as far as offering a USA-made product and at a good price and at a good quality. I think kind of our strategy in the last 5 years has been, to really focus on our online footprint. I feel like that helps us reach not only people in the region, but people nationally. And what I've seen from that is that the more successful we are there, it helps us with our brick and mortar product offerings. We're offering, brands and items that we haven't offered before, simply because they work online as well as they do in here. So that helps our local audience, because they're going to have a better selection to choose from. I think something that's unique about our store is how approachable we can be. I'm really proud of the fact that somebody without any knowledge of musical instruments can come in and they can take their time and look around and not feel pressured, or not feel embarrassed to pick one up and try to play a few chords on it. We've got a lot of different rooms in here. It's easy to kind of go off by yourself and really think about what it is you're holding and what you're hearing and things like that. So I think that's something that we offer that's different than a lot of places. We offer that kind of safe atmosphere where you can go and take your time and really find the right instrument for you. Our customers, as far as here in the store, we get people driving from Southwest Virginia, Western North Carolina, of course here in East Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky. So we get people from all around the region coming in here to see what we've got. And in addition to that, yeah, we can reach customers all over the country online. That's something that I think we're really good at. Our guys that work on the retail floor up here are good at listening to what our customers need. So if you're a beginner walking in for the first time, I feel like we've got kind of a safe atmosphere here. You can get a guitar off the wall and strum the strings a little bit, not knowing anything about it, and we can help you get to the point where you're comfortable with a purchase and ready to start learning. We offer lessons. We've got 4 teaching rooms here, and you can learn mandolin, banjo, any type of guitar you might want to learn. Violin. We've got a lot of violin students. So yeah, you can come here, get your violin, and take your first lessons all in the same place. We've got people of all ages that take lessons, anywhere from 5 years old to 70 years old. So it's never too late to learn an instrument. You can get into it and learn at any age. We've got a bunch of repeat customers and a bunch of very loyal customers, and we're very, very proud of that. Not a week goes by where somebody doesn't pop their head in my office and say, your grandfather sold me my first guitar over on East State Street. So that's always something good to hear, and good to see that they're still coming in and seeing us. Bristol's a great place to own a music store, of course, being in the birthplace of country music. So we're incredibly lucky with that. And there is such a rich heritage of musicians and music in this area, that we're really fortunate to have that here and have those kinds of musicians and even hobbyists who want to play that music in this area.